Hi boys and girls, this is Mr. Karras, and today we are going to draw some turtles, and we're going to draw these turtles using Australian coins. Now, wherever you are in the world, it doesn't hurt to learn a little bit about currency and money, but I'm going to show you a little bit about Australian coins. So this is a $2 Australian coin. It is play money. We've got our Queen on the back, Queen Elizabeth II, and we have an Aboriginal Indigenous man on the front, and we've also got the Southern Cross stars there. Here's our $1 coin. We have Queen Elizabeth on the back, we have some kangaroos, and we have $1 on the front. 50 cents, we have the coat of arms with a kangaroo, an emu, and a crest. That reminds me of the crest that I just taught children how to draw, actually, so that links quite nicely. And on the back, you guessed it, it's Elizabeth II, Her Majesty, safe in Windsor Castle at the moment. Here's a 20-cent piece. We've got a platypus. I've seen one of those in the wild. It was amazing. Queen Elizabeth on the second. A 10-cent piece. We've got a lyrebird. I've never seen one in the wild. I would love to. Have you seen a lyrebird in the wild? If you have, could you let me know? And Elizabeth, Lizzie, and 5-cent piece. How cute is an echidna? An echidna is on a 5-cent piece. On the back is Queen Elizabeth II. We are going to use these coins today to rub behind some paper to create these turtle shells. You could use a crayon. You could use a pencil. You can use whatever you have, in fact. Give it a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Always best to start with a nice sharp pencil. Here we go. We're ready to go. Now we do want a bit of a round shape, so if you'd like to gently sketch the shape that you'd like to trace within, that could help you. You get your coin, you put it underneath your paper. This is just a double-sided piece of paper. Put it behind. Press it firmly, keep it still, and rub across the coin. Look at that. I wonder how many coins we can fit inside our shell, and I wonder how much money we could spend inside the shell. Let's see if we can work out the sum at the end. There's a bonus challenge. Maybe Mum and Dad can help you. So far we've used 50 cents. And now I'm trying a pencil to show you the difference. That's a $2, opposite to New Zealand. If you've got New Zealand family, people from New Zealand in your family, you will know, or if you're from New Zealand, that the $1 in Australia and the $2 in Australia, they're the opposite in New Zealand, the opposite shape. And if you're in England, it's also different. If you're in America, well, your money's completely different. There's a $1 with the kangaroos. We've spent $2, $3, $50. Let's try a 20-cent piece. Doesn't hurt if they overlap a little bit, by the way. I'm using greens, so I think turtle shells should be green. Comes up really good, doesn't it? It's a nice effect. And it's nice to use maths ideas in art. I love mixing art with other subjects if I can. Maths or English. How nice is it to draw a picture after you've written a story, illustrating your own story, your own narrative. Here's a 10-cent piece with the lyrebird. And let's do a 5-cent piece. Overlapped a little bit this time, which is fine. Looks good actually when it overlaps. So I think you get the idea. I'm going to cheat and use some bigger coins to finish because I don't want to bore you and talk for too long, and you can pause this video at any time if you want more time, or you can skip ahead if this part's boring and you've done it all by yourself. Remember, you can use the other side of the coin too, the side that Queen Elizabeth is on. Now this is play money that I'm using, But you don't have to use play money. You might have real money at home. Your mum and dad may have some coins, or you may have saved some coins in your money box and be able to do this picture using coins that you have personally saved. That would be great. Alright, I would like to finish the shell because I don't think this picture will look very good if I don't. And I do want it to look reasonably good for you, so you don't think that this artwork is incomplete. You can just use one coin as well. You don't have to have every coin. I just wanted to get every coin to show you. And I'm at school today. Most of my students are safe at home right now, but I'm at school planning lessons, some of which are art. I love art. It's my favourite subject. And I used to be an art teacher every day, but this year I'm a Year 3 teacher. I've been a Year 3 teacher, a Year 4 teacher, an art teacher, all sorts of teachers. Art teacher's my favourite. If you had to be a teacher one day, or if you wanted to be a teacher one day, what would you like to learn and teach? Would you like to be a music teacher? I know a lovely music teacher. Her name is Miss Burley. And her daughters may be watching this video one day. I won't say their names, but they know who they are. Alright, I'm a bit happy with that. Now, what I might do is get a marker and sort of trace around the shell. You don't have to, it's just an idea. And the other thing I'm going to do is get some yellow this time and just colour in those little white spaces. I could use green, I could use brown, doesn't matter. I'm just using a bit of yellow for fun. Just creating a really defined turtle shell shape. Next, we're going to draw a turtle head, and to do that, I'm going to follow that sort of shape. And 2 flippers, like so. 1, 2. That is his little tail. And 2 back flippers. 1, 2. You could add some eyes. You could add some pupils. Nice big ones. You could add some coloured irises as well. I don't know why, but I've gone for blue eyes. It doesn't matter what colour. I didn't want to use too much more green. And this one I've done some dot work. You don't have to. You could. I'm in fact going to now colour in my flippers with some oil pastel and Mr. Turtle's face. It's not perfectly neat, it doesn't have to be. And I can blend those in a bit. I may like to do some sand down the bottom. I don't want that to be too green, so I'll just wipe my hand a little bit. There we go, here's a bit of sand. It's just departing the beach. Maybe he's a tiny baby turtle that's just hatched on the shore and he's off for an adventure with his brothers and sisters. They're money turtles. I wonder if they're going to the shops. Is there a sea shop? What could they buy? perhaps a pet fish. There we go. There's some ocean. And I can blend that in. But I didn't calculate how much we've spent on our turtle. Oh, it's hard to calculate. And some of them are on the Queen's face. Maybe you can calculate how much yours is. I think that would take me a little bit too long to calculate. Maybe you can calculate yours as you go. But feel free to, if you have any oil pastels, to blend them in if that appeals to you. You don't have to. You can go over them with paint, or you can add extra details or do extra coin rubbings in the background like I've done here. There's a few extra coins there. And if you work really carefully at this, you will end up with a bit of a currency, money, sea turtle. I hope you've enjoyed our quick little art lesson today, and I hope you've enjoyed making a turtle at home with any loose change or pocket money that you have. I hope you have a wonderful day, boys and girls. Bye-bye.